Oh, hello! You're watching Questing Time, and I'm this guy. This is episode 11, part 2. The player spent last episode just weirding out shopkeepers, and we begin this episode with Phillin having just been kicked out of the apothecaries in the town square. Remember, the players are supposed to be travelling to the tomb that they suspect is beneath the cathedral. How well do you think it's going to go? I can't stress enough, there is real plot in that tomb. And then there's this. Enjoy. So, we find you all in the town square. Phillin's just been thrown out of the apothecary and landed at everybody's feet. Let's pick it up there. Phillin is bleeding from the face and mouth.
Guys, bad news. The potions are overpriced, so I didn't get none, and we can never shop in there again.
To be fair, it's what I expected if we sent him alone.
Okay, and as long as none of us need clothes or potions, then we should be fine in this town.
Okay then, shall we trundle over to the temple?
Let's go! Fast motion!
Okay, you guys make your way across to the temple. Crossbones AE, who is presumably Elon Musk's nephew, as I said, 5 real British comedians? Question mark? Like that's some kind of bold assertion. Yes, we're all comedians. Welcome to the stream, Crossbones. But yeah, so you guys make your way across the temple. It's a relatively short jog. And you are making your way north. Where are you going? So you're going south, down Mercer's Way, past Manganello's, which you can see is being repaired, although still not open for ice cream, because you set fire to the restaurant.
Allegedly.
Sure. Past Samson's Gallery. Are you guys going to cut through Brickstock Park?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Skipping.
You make your way across Brigstock Park, just passing the Lake Markmere, and arrive at the Temple of the Five Faiths, with a somewhat expansive graveyard to the right-hand side of it, in which a lot of bodies are piled up and being put back into what people hope is the appropriate grave.
Hang on.
Yes?
All right, no, it's all right. I thought we instructed them to take all the bodies and push them down the sewers. I mean, I can understand they haven't done that.
Who did? Yeah, they ignored that instruction because
They put it as part of the
insane. Because no explanation was given for it. It was just push all the bodies in the sewers. The civic authority concluded that there's probably a reason people don't just flush their dead down the toilet. No, they're trying to repopulate the graveyard with the appropriate corpses.
This is the new normal, Paul. You know, they didn't have a zombie outbreak before, did they? But they have had since. Their attitudes may have shifted. It doesn't matter. It's just they may be storing up problems for themselves.
Fair enough. Thanks for the follow, Crossbones. Where do you guys want to go? You've got in front of the temple. You've got the. There is a manhole cover. There is the stairs leading up to the entrance to the temple, where, of course, all those weeks ago, the Reverend Hardcore was a gas.
Oh yeah.
There's a graveyard to the right of the temple, and to the left, just sort of actually quite nice houses.
Do you remember in the temple there was that big hole in one of the rooms that we didn't go down? I think that's that looks like something came out of it. I think we should go down that one.
Well, we know the way through the temple, so why don't we backtrace?
Yeah.
All in favour say aye.
Aye.
Is that a joke because of...
Okay, all in favour say patch.
Patch.
Thank you.
That's a joke because you're...
Okay, so where you make your way up the steps of the temple, turning right into the little side room, and then down the stairs into the basement, where you can see this has been tidied up a bit, but really a lot of the work down here hasn't been done. Make your way through the waiting area into the sort of crossroads room. Ahead of you is a sort of mortuary. To your right, to your left are crypts. I presume you head to your left because that's where you've said where you want to go, and you walk into a large crypt full of old sarcophagi, all of which are still open and empty. And to the right-hand side of this crypt at the far end is the wall has been caved in from the outside, and there is a roughly hewn tunnel in the earth that descends down.
I've got dark vision, so I'm going to have a little look at the hole and see what we can see.
Mr. Hardcastle, can you do your light thing so we can see?
You mean, my spell? I thought you meant turn on a torch.
No.
I think you meant have a magical day.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so? I do the action and say have a magical day, and
Speaking of which, Richard, cross 5 gold pieces off of your inventory, please.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can I also cast light so that we have some light?
Yes. What are you casting light on? Just you need to cast it on.
Oh yeah.
You can do it on me if you need to. I'll be the torch.
Yeah.
Cast it on Phillin's dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll look cool. Yeah, I do that. I cast light on Phillin's dagger.
Okay.
There used to be markings on this, Mr. Hardcastle, but you can't see them no more. Ooh.
That's not as mysterious as you think it is.
So Phillin holds aloft his dagger like a sort of child's version of He-Man.
Hey, watch this. Other way.
And you can see this. You're in a tunnel. Like it is. There's very little to be said for it. It's irregular, and certainly in the immediate area, like it's soft earth, and it's not huge. It's probably about big enough for Phillin to stand up in, but not everybody else is going to have to crouch.
Okay, you guys, Mr. Hardcastle, you're the tallest. How are you doing back there?
I don't like it because the ceiling is digging into my head.
You're probably going to have to. Richard and Briony are probably going to have to crawl. Rufus can. Okay. Rufus can sort of scooch through, but
if it gets too tight, Mr. Hardcastle, I still have that potion that makes things smaller.
Right. Why didn't we talk about that before I got into the small hole?
Well, I thought
can everybody make athletics checks, please?
Mm-hmm.
11.
Also 11.
4.
I got 13.
Great. Everyone is fine, except for Phillin, who I'm assuming is at the front because you've got the light.
Yes.
Dark vision.
And also you've said that you were at the front with your mouth.
Yeah.
There are clues if you look for them.
Yes. So yes, everything's going fine except for Briony, you're fine with your dark vision. Rufus, you're fine with your dark vision. Reverend Hardcore is plunged into darkness as Phillin slips and slides like a dirty water slide, which sounded more sexual than I meant it to. But slips and falls down this mildly unstable, muddy tunnel, out of line of sight of everybody else. What noise does that, Matt? What noise does that make?
I slip away and go, "Remember me how I was."
So vague.
Paul, what can we see? Is it like a slide almost?
It's just quite steep. It's a reasonably steep incline. It's up and down. It's an irregular tunnel. It is generally it trends downwards and away from you, but it's curving around a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to put my bedroll out. I'm going to stop Reverend Jack because I've got dark vision. Say, wait a second, Jack.
How are you going to stop him?
I put my hand on his face. Saying, wait a second, Jack.
Richard, in the dark, a hand appears on your face. What do you do?
Scream and I don't this time, but I almost shit myself.
Okay.
Reverend, it's me. It's Claire. Look, Phillin's gone ahead, but it's a bit of a steep incline, so I get my bedroll out. We're going to sledge down. Hold on.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
Ruff, you all right? Because you can see, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Okay. Let's toboggan this.
Okay, Briony, I'll take an athletics check from you, please. And Matt, can I get a dexterity saving roll, please?
Of course. Okay. It's not bad, to be fair. Let's see. Oh, +3. It's actually quite good. 15.
18.
Great. So, Phillin, you, like, the light on the dagger goes out because it's too far away from the Reverend. You in the dark, end over end now, are flailing around, plunging down this pipe, and you realise for a moment you're just in midair. You've caught some air as you come out of it, and you land in a pool of brackish water in a... Oh, hang on 1 second. Is this lit? It is. In a largish cavern. And it's just softly illuminated with with sort of dim purple lights by some fungus. There are clusters of fungus all around the place. The cavern extends to your right and to your left. You can see this tunnel directly ahead of you, and you can hear something approaching you down the tunnel at speed. But yeah, you're all right. There's a few stalactites and stalagmites in here. This is that sort of soft dripping noise that accompanies most underground environments.
Like under the sink.
Yes. Briony and Richard, you're doing fine. You're barreling down this tunnel. Briony, you see an opening up ahead and realise the tunnel has a slight upward incline, suggesting that you're going to be getting a little bit of air when you come out. What would you like to do? Anything?
Put my hands up and go, woo!
Okay. Make a
Acrobatics.
check.
Make a cool dude check.
Yeah. Make a gift, Paul. Come on.
14.
14. Great. Lovely. You plunge your hands directly up into the muddy surface above you.
Feel like an eagle.
Sort of basically acting as a sort of brake and slowing yourself down so that what actually happens is instead of flying out dangerously fast, you and the Reverend Hardcore sort of softly poop out of this hole into the cave.
Softly poop out. That's a reference to you, Jack.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, so the way we entered the cave was a reference to the way I shat myself?
Yeah. Slow it down just so you'd have that little memory.
I think you think the memories that I have a different function to the ones that I want them to.
And after a couple of minutes, Ruff just stomps his way out of this this tunnel.
You're all right,
So,
Phillin?
as you're in the cave...
I'm feeling fine, Miss Claire.
Good.
So, you're all in the cave. Can everybody make perception checks, please?
Ooh.
8.
And mine is a dirty 20.
Rough 20.
Rough 20.
20. I've
A
got
dirty 21.
Nice.
A rough 21, sorry.
I also have a rough 21.
Right. Claire is blithely ignorant of all this information, but the three of you can see there is a second, larger tunnel has been dug just to the right of this. And there's also a lot of... Like, the floor in this cave isn't... it's not just stone. There's like lots of areas of mud and dirt and stuff. You can see a lot of footprints heading towards these tunnel entrances, assuming this is the entrance, coming from a coherent direction, which is off to the right. Ahead of you, you can see Phillin sat in a puddle
With Neil.
with a raven on his shoulder. Yeah.
Can I? Sorry, Paul. This is me not fully understanding. So we've come from the temple.
Yeah.
So theoretically, if something had come from underground, that's where they would have come up. And then as we get to the bottom of that tunnel,
yeah,
we're seeing a tunnel off to our right.
Yeah.
And you say a tunnel off to the left?
Well, it's more cave. So there is another tunnel like the one you just come from that's been dug out of this space.
Okay, and is that going up or down?
Up.
Right, so theoretically, from this cave, they went up that way. So, and then you said about the footprints.
The footprints lead off to the other direction from that tunnel. So you've got, as you look at the tunnel you've just come out from.
Yeah.
You've got this is tunnel that leads to the temple. There's another tunnel that's been dug out just to the right-hand side of that. And the footprints all look like they've come to these two positions from the left.
Right, okay.
And that's just more cave that way. None of you can see far enough to see past it. It exists beyond the scope of your dark vision or the light that has been shot by anyone's torches or what have you.
Okay. You're just using my rough dwarven dark vision then. I have a quick squeeze round. Is there anything worth?
Yeah. Oh, what did you got? A 21, didn't you?
Yeah.
There's another. You spot a third tunnel. That's also been dug upwards from here.
That's going up.
Yeah. Although it's further away from the other two, and smaller.
Paul, while Ruck is doing a look around, can I CSI the footprints and see if I recognise what kind of thing they're from?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for it. Like basically humanoid or skeletal feet.
Okay.
But like a lot of them.
Is there a quick-ish way that we could run up the tunnel that goes up just to see where it came out?
Probably not quick. These are a lot easier to come down than they are to go up.
Fine. All right.
But you could probably do it. I mean, actually, the spiked armor would help you out in that regard. It would prevent you slipping.
Could we send a raven up there?
I don't want to be too proud of us, but that was a good idea.
Yeah. All right then. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Neil.
I mean,
Look, guys, we're down underground. I'm going to be honest with you all now. Neil is not a normal human man. Okay? You might have noticed he's turned himself into a little raven.
Yeah, he's
Neil? Neil,
he turns himself back into an imp.
Neil, I just want to check. How's your vision in the dark being an imp? I assume
It's
good.
fine.
Would you do us a salad and fly up that there tunnel and tell us what's up there?
Yes.
Thank you, Neil.
All right.
Flap.
While Neil's doing that, can we just have a quick whip round the tunnel, or quick whip round the cave, general checking things out? We're not going to go anywhere, but is there anything dropped? Is there any signs? Are there anything?
Anything shiny?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you look around, there's like a couple of bits of human bone that just look like they've fallen off. So you find a jawbone of either a human or an elf. It is absolutely unconnected. It is loose. It's from somebody's spares box.
So bardy.
I look to Claire and go, this guy's been flapping his mouth off.
The cheek of him.
I will go over and say, please, for the love of God, can we stop this? I'm sick to the high teeth.
we all instinctively turn to Jack because we just hope that this is his moment.
Yeah.
You are describing a skeleton.
Okay.
That's a good point.
And as you range a little further from this starting point, probably the dark vision folks will see this first. Can you all make perception checks?
Oh yes, rolled a natural. So with my modifiers, that's a rough 22.
12.
18.
Is Paul frozen?
No, he's maybe. Who can say? Have I?
No, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
It's my screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, not 18.
So,
it was not that it overly matters. It was 16, not 18. Sorry.
Okay, Richard. Sorry, you got what?
9.
Okay, Briony
12.
and Matt.
22.
Annoying, Matt. That you've done that. As everyone's kind of waiting for Jack to do his funny joke, Matt, you just happen to slowly, as you were all chatting, there's like a drip, quite a thick drip of almost sort of like swarfiga, like a sort of viscous liquid drips from the ceiling of the cavern and hits the ground in front of Matt with a sort of, and you look at that and very slowly look up.
No.
And what greets you is, how to describe this? It's a pair of, wrapped around stalactites in the ceiling are a couple of sort of massive, almost caterpillars, but dark in colour, mottled brown and grey to sort of blend in with the environment. But they've got huge dark green eyes, and they are gnawing on. Both of them are gnawing on bits of dropped human bone. They have very much noticed you lot standing directly beneath them.
Okay, guys, I don't want to alarm you, but there's some funny-looking things with legs up there, and they look bloody hungry.
Okay, and that's when they attack.
Oh, God.
So, can we all make initiative rolls, please?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Should have took them by surprise, as usual.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I don't know why that's new information to Matt.
We're not playing around in Animal Crossing, Matt.
Well, I didn't want to assume they were hostile. I've seen you eat Ruff's a finger.
Yeah, we get up all the time. I'm sorry. Fight the monsters.
So, initiative, please. Matt, what did you get?
13.
Rich?
3, but it reads like a 4.
Right.
18, but it reads like a 16.
And Rufus?
I'm just double checking because I remember I got. Oh no, it wasn't that. I got 8. 9, sorry.
Don't forget you have advantage with initiative because you have a weapon of warning.
Yes.
You roll twice and get the best one.
Oh, is that what that means? Oh, that's what that A means. I was just seeing the +1. Sorry, my delay was me knowing that there was definitely a thing I could do, then trying to work out what that was and failing. Right. Oh, fuck. I mean, the second roll was lower. So 9.
All right. So, Briony, initiative 18. You see these creatures up in the roof of the cave, writhing and clearly preparing to attack. As they do, kind of rear up a little bit, and instead of mandibles, they have a set of sort of weird spiked tentacles that unfurl from their mouths.
Oh my god!
And there's a sort of Dilophosaurus like death rattle hissing sound happening here. So, what would you like to do, Briony?
Okay, so they're above me, so there's none of these guys between me and them.
Correct.
Right, then I think I can use Thunder Wave.
Great!
Oh no!
You cast Thunder Wave directly up at a ceiling of a cave.
Covered in stalactites, you mean that roof?
Yep.
Yeah, just checking.
Yep. So, Briony, what's the?
That would get both of them.
What's the? We'll get both of them. We'll get both of them. Don't worry, Briony. We'll get both of them, and then there will be perfectly logical consequences. What's the saving throw I have to beat? Is it Constitution?
Constitution 14.
Okay. One of them. These guys they're good at Constitution, but one of them does make the save and one of them does not. Can you roll your damage, please?
Yes. Where is that? Sorry, I'm just finding it. 3d8.
Yep.
That's a d8. 2, 3. Come on, d8. 8. 2, 3, 8. 13.
That was the number of. Okay, cool. 2 and halving that 6. Lovely. So, one of the carrion crawlers, he says, giving away their names. The one that you hit with the full damage is blown off of that stalactite, loses its grip, and falls to the floor next to you guys. They're only they're only so many feet up. It takes another.
Hang on. How long does it take them to fall to the floor? Is there any chance I could?
It's functionally immediate.
Fine. There's no chance I could jump under it and hold up a sword or anything like that.
No, you're going to be far more concerned with the rock slide.
Yes, fair enough. I thought I probably would be.
So, can everybody make dexterity saving throws, please?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Now.
Whew. Let's modify that.
11.
Oh, nice! A rough 21 with modifiers.
Lovely stuff.
Sorry, this is just me being shit. I really do apologise because I know that I know this, but I'm sure I get some dex saving throw.
You do. You're looking for the looking for danger sense on your character sheet.
Thank you.
Under your class abilities, which I think might give you advantage, but I think it's only if you're raging.
Yeah, I think you're right as
You
well.
can double check.
Danger sense. I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see while I'm not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Then you have advantage on this saving throw. Do it.
Great.
Irrelevant to your rage. You're constantly paranoid.
Yeah. It's the booze. Oh, that's good. 19.
19. Lovely stuff. Matt, you got 20 odd. Richard, what did you get? It's dex saves, which you're terrible at.
Yeah, I got 8. But
That's...
is there any chance I could? Do I have like a swift action to like get my shield out to try and block?
Yeah, I'll let you. For the sake of this, because it wouldn't work in every situation, but as long as you will, we'll let you use a reaction for this turn to put your shield overhead. So it's effectively you've made the save. You take half damage. So Briony, you didn't. I'm afraid you didn't. You're the only one who didn't make their saving throw.
It's fair. I did the spell.
As 8, everybody takes 14 damage from falling rocks. But those of you who made your saving throw, so Matt, Rufus, and Richard, you halve that to 7. As rocks cascade down, and then I think about it, the second carrion crawler has to make a saving throw to not fall, and does. So
I just try. I hope that hurts you more than it hurt us.
So good news is you've done a fair bit of damage to these things, but nowhere near as much damage as you've done to your team. Next up, it is their go, and you have conveniently placed them next to everybody. So, first things first, Rufus, your armor class, please.
14.
14, lovely stuff. Let me just call up their stats. I moved away from them. Here we are. So 14. So it out. Wrap around one of your wrists. Doing, and I think you get. Are you resistant to poison damage?
Yes.
So it's 6 damage. You halve that to 3.
Yeah.
And can you make a Constitution saving throw, please, to avoid being poisoned, which you have advantage for?
18.
Great, you're fine. And then, as its tentacles have wrapped around your wrist, it launches forwards to bite you, which I'm afraid it. What was that armor class again?
14.
Oh, it just does. Biting its weird mandibles, which are somehow simultaneously soft and hard and disconcertingly warm. It sinks into your flesh for 6 damage, which could have been a lot worse. Meanwhile, Richard, can you also make a Constitution saving throw, please? As its tentacles have wrapped around you, but it hasn't managed to bite you.
Oh, fuck. 6.
6. Hooray! Please take 5 poison damage, and you are paralyzed.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good.
And yes, you can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
And
What do I need to beat to become unparalysed?
You'll find out, will you? And so yes, you are now immobilized by this thing. Next up, it is Matt's turn. How could this get worse?
Okay, well, I see Mr. Hardcastle go what looks to be rigid like a board, and so I'm going to blindness, deafness the one that's attacking him. I'm going to try.
Sure. Which sense would you like to afflict the nocturnal underground hunter with?
I would like to take its eyes out because I think it's probably adapted to use them in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's green eyes.
Very well. Do I need to make a saving throw to maintain these creatures' eyesight?
Let me look. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, hang on, that's burning hands. It's like, what's that?
A very different thing.
Yeah,
It's a Constitution saving.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. Ooh.
Okay.
You did say they were good at Constitution. Sorry, guys.
They are. Does a 23 do it? Sorry, my apologies. 22.
Yes, that will end the spell.
Cool. I'm afraid so you summon these magical energies to rip the sight from this creature, but it just blithely ignores you. That spell dissipates without effect. You did, however, cast a spell, so we let her on the wild magic chart. Nothing happens.
Oh, no.
Do you want to move, Matt? Would you like to move away from these beasts?
Always dodge. You know me. I like to dodge.
Yeah. Okay, so you back away from the fight to give yourself a bit more range. Next up is Rufus, who is currently being gnawed on by one of these horrific beasts.
I'd like to use my boots of jumping. Well,
yes.
To start, obviously, I'd like to rage.
Reasonable. That's your bonus action.
I'm then going to use my boots of jumping to move and jump onto its back so that my spikes are digging into the back of its head. So now I'm sort of riding it.
Well, let's deal with that first. I'll take an athletics check, please.
A rough 21.
That'll do it. Oh, what a great moment for that sub to happen. Thank you. Your mom, she's pissed. Yes, you're on its back. It takes 4 damage from your spikes.
Lovely. And then I like to try and hit it with my battle axe.
Entirely reasonable. So yes, make an attack roll, please. I would say you've got as much going for you as you've got going against you. I mean, you know where it is. You're riding the thing, but it is bucking around like crazy, so it probably evens out. So
yeah.
No, unless you have advantage for raging. I can't remember if you do. How to rage?
Okay.
You do. You've got advantage on this attack. You have advantage. Yep, no. You've got advantage on this attack.
Lovely.
You're adding +2 to your damage as well. So make that roll.
Okay. Oh, it's not good, friends. It's not good.
What is it?
Do you know, I've rolled that with advantage, and I've got a 6 and a 9. So 9, and then is it that's a strength check. So 14.
14. You have just hit it.
Very good.
With that roll, and you slam this axe back on the back of it. It's got this sort of, obviously the top of it's covered in this sort of harder, almost rubberized chitinous shell. Like it's not proper armor, but it's just thick and very good at absorbing impact. Roll your damage for me, please.
Certainly. It's 1d8 plus
5.
5. Thank you. So 11.
That's a pretty good roll. And so your axe finds its way home, jamming into the side of this beast. This awfully thick green, fetid liquid jets out all over. Hardcore.
And sorry, I just because I know you said I got to because of the armor, it took 2 damage, but because I'm wearing my Battle Rager armor, while I'm wearing spiked armor and I'm raging, I can use a bonus action to make 1 melee weapon attack with my armor spikes.
Yes, you already used your bonus action this turn to rage. But I figured, seeing as you were jumping on it, that was with your move, it would make sense.
Thank you. It's not one of those things where you can go, oh, it says bonus, oh, it says bonus, oh, it says... It's like, no, you get 1.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, 1 bonus go. Sorry, your mum, she's pissed. If you look in the videos, there's a collection of all the episodes. I'll dig the link out once we're through with this combat. Unless one of the mods would be kind enough to put the collection link in the chat for your mum, she's pissed. A name I'm enjoying.
I'm worried it's my mum.
I'm worried it's my stepdad.
Richard, it is your turn. So you are paralyzed and being gnawed on by a horrible beast. You get to make a saving throw at the end of your go.
Okay.
And I don't see that there's much you can do prior. Would you make that saving throw for me, please?
Yeah. I'm changing dice.
What did you get? I should remind you do have inspiration, if memory serves.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to use that inspiration because I might as well. And I'm going to change.
It looks like everybody has inspiration from last session.
I don't.
Because you guys are really bad at using it. Ruff doesn't. That's right, because you used it.
I can give you bardic inspiration.
Cool.
Would you like to do that?
I've used my inspiration. I've re-rolled with a different dice, and I got 15.
15. Great. At the end of your turn, you are able to shake off this poisonous fog and come back to a semblance of life, or certainly whatever passes for hardcore's usual day-to-day. You are
very upbeat.
Thanks. You are covered in stinking green goo as the top of the initiative rolls around again, and we're up to Briony.
No, Phillin?
I was going to say...
He had his go. He tried to blind a beast, but didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Cool. Can I use... I'm going to try, because they're good at Constitution, I'm going to try Dissonant Whispers, because that's not Constitution. That is...
Yeah, you're going to make fun of them.
Wisdom. Yeah. I'm hoping they're not that wise. Wisdom
you hope correctly.
Good.
So what do I need to make? Does it target 1 or 2 of them?
Just one creature of my
Which
choice.
one then? Do you want the one that's harassing Rufus or the one that's eating Hardcore?
Well, since Hardcore normally dies and Rufus can handle himself, I'm going to go with Hardcore.
Fair. And what do I need to beat? I need to beat a wisdom save of
15.
14?
Yeah.
Peanuts. 13. So I'm afraid, yes, you have done your damage.
Yeah. Oh, my damage. Sorry.
Yes.
That means I get to roll something. Sorry, I need to go back to here. Why won't it let me do that? 4d6. 3, 6, 5, 11, 14, 4. 18.
18? Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, that stings. This beast lets out a high-pitched sort of just noise as it reels away, letting go of Hardcore, releasing its tentacles and rearing back. This green liquid pouring out from under its eyes through a series of little tiny holes, whatever their purposes are. We cannot know. And so that happens. Next up, it is their go. That one is going to...
Paul, I whispered to it, get away from him, you bitch.
Oh, nice.
Nice. If you didn't already have inspiration, I would have let you have inspiration for that. There you go. However, that one is going to drop Hardcore and leap towards you in so much as a massive caterpillar can leap. Your armor class, please, Briony.
13.
That's a hit. Hooray! Its tentacles wrap around your face. And you take...
But I used my face.
6 poison damage. And can you make a Constitution saving throw, please, as it attempts to bite you? Which it does.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. 4.
Yeah. Paralyzed. Paralyzed, and you take a further 7 damage from the bite. It's just dug its teeth, sort of weird mandible things into your shoulder, and once again you feel this weird surge of sort of actually quite comfortable warmth. As you slump to the floor with this thing wrapping itself around you.
I'm just gonna sleep for a bit.
Oh, hang on. Run Like Craig has made an interesting question there. Did it fail at saving throw on Dissonant Whispers? Does Dissonant Whispers make it flee?
Yes.
No, I probably should have mentioned that at the time then. Ah, well.
Sorry. Yeah.
Hey, they're your spells.
Yeah. Move as far as its speed allows away from you. Thank you, the chat, for knowing my spells better than I do.
Yep, but as that moment has passed and the damage has been recorded, that still happened. Yeah.
That's Monopoly rules.
The other one is going to attempt to... Rufus, can you make a animal handling check, please?
Yes, I
can. Spend its round trying to buck you.
I wouldn't necessarily say what I'm doing is handling it, but 16.
16, great. This thing is moving left and right, smashing its way around the cavern. But you've dug your leg spikes into its carapace, and it cannot get rid of you. As we roll around to Matt's turn.
Okay, so Ruff's riding around on one, and the other's fighting Claire at the moment.
Yeah, he's a rough rider.
Hey! Take inspiration, Paul.
Yeah. Whilst the other one is occupied with Claire, I look at Ruff, see him riding on the back of one, and I want in on this action, so I'm going to run, and I'm going to try and jab into its neck with both my daggers to hold on. I have 3 daggers, so I can use 2. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go try and get on its back, because I don't want to use any projectiles, because I know that will hurt my friend, so I've got to go daggers and go. Okay,
great. So do me a favour. So roll 2 attacks with your daggers.
Okay.
And pay them. What it means is, because if you're using your bonus action to make a second attack, you don't add your dexterity modifier, in this case, to the second damage die.
Okay.
If you hit. So the first attack?
What do I roll for my daggers? I can't get.
You're adding 5.
Yeah. And I'm rolling.
Your dexterity modifier is +3, and your standard modifier is plus. Your proficiency modifier is 2.
Okay, what am I rolling for damage, or am I just rolling a d20?
Let's work out if you've hit them first.
Oh yeah, good point. So an 18.
That's a hit.
And a 14.
That is a hit. So your first damage is 1d4 plus your dexterity modifier, which is 3, and your second damage is just 1d4.
Okay, so that's 6 with the modifier and 4 without.
Wow. Okay, that's lovely stuff. So you run up to the one that Ruff is riding around and just jam 2 daggers into the side of it.
Oh no, I was going for the one attacking Claire.
Were you? I could have sworn you said other words, but that's fine.
Oh, I saw Ruff riding around it, and I thought I could do the same with the other one.
I'm with you. Okay, cool. So you run it, you just jump on the one behind Claire, and jam 2 daggers into its... If it had discernible shoulders, its shoulders. And it starts flailing around wildly. Next up is Richard. No, it isn't. It's Rufus, sorry. Riding the back of a caterpillar in the dark.
Yes, sir. That's me. So I'm going to, obviously, I'm still raging. Yes. I'm going to hit it with my axe again.
Entirely reasonable.
Which I think I get to do advantage.
You do?
I'm raging. Oh, fuck off. I mean, just heavily fuck off.
You can't do it after the fact.
No.
Well, you already had advantage, so you don't need it.
What did you get?
9.
In total?
Yeah.
Oh no. So I'm afraid as this thing is writhing around, you swing your axe back and it gets caught between 2 rocky outcroppings in the roof. Just briefly, you're holding onto this thing with your thighs.
Yeah.
Your spikes digging in. You can make a bonus action to hit it with them. I'm not going to make you roll for that one, so it does a little bit of damage. And holding onto your axe with both hands. And for the moment, you're just sort of suspended almost between this fixed point in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And this beast you're riding around on. But don't worry, because here comes hardcore.
Hang on, although 1 second, sorry.
Yeah.
I think I do get a bonus action, even though I missed that first one, which is while I'm wearing spiked armor and raging, I can use a bonus action to make one melee weapon attack with my armor spikes against the target within 5 feet of me.
Oh, you are right. You are right. Roll that.
So I still get to roll 1d4 and add 3.
You get to make an attack. Hang on. Yeah, you make a melee weapon attack with you. In fact, screw it. Why am I making you attack? You're already on the thing. Roll 1d4 plus 3 damage for me.
6.
6. Cool. Okay. All right. And now, hardcore.
Hold on to
The image
your
I've
hat.
got of that damage is you just squeezing your knees together. By the way.
Oh, sorry. And also for no action, I can use my armor spike grapple, bearing in mind I'm actually on him, and he takes 3 piercing damage on top of that. So
You're already grappling him, so that's cool.
yes, but that's what I mean. So I think just because it's my turn and because I'm wearing the armor spike, I think he takes an extra 3. Well, he or she or it even takes 3 piercing damage additionally.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's cool. No, factored in, and rightly so.
Well,
Richard.
Okay. How far away am I from them?
At this point, the one that was attacking you is hunched over Claire, who is paralysed. She's about 15 feet away, I should think. And Ruff is riding one around the cavern, probably about 20 feet from you.
deal with the other one.
Yes, I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna jump onto the one that's closest to me and grab it with both hands and inflict wounds.
Ooh. Lovely stuff. Make an attack roll.
I will.
Thank you for watching. That was part 2. Part 3 is coming right up. Please like and subscribe, and tell your friends. And one enemy about the channel. I don't know if that will help us out. Tell like 9 enemies. Assuming you have 9 enemies. If you don't have 9 enemies, I guess make more enemies. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I bought a new light and it's super bright, so I have to stop doing this. I have a headache. Bye.